All right, good morning, everyone. Okay. So, this is from yesterday's analysis on NASDAQ. And it looks like we got over this 1 hour supply zone. Honestly, to me, it looks bullish. Um, but I don't want to create a bias just yet. I just think it seems bullish right now because we're over this 1 hour supply zone. But that could easily change. Now that I realize too, we've been chopping up on VWAP, so that's not a good sign. I definitely want to see the market get far away from VWAP when it opens up, and that would give me a good opportunity to take a trade on Nasdaq. But let's start on the daily time frame and see what we got. Daily. Honestly, the daily time frame looks like we rejected these highs right here and this daily supply zone, came back down to retest these lows, and we bounced off of this area, which seems bullish. And honestly, it makes it seem like the next stop could be this daily supply zone or even these highs here. On the 4 hour time frame, let's see. We got this 4 hour supply zone all the way up here. It's not too helpful because it's not like it's close to price, but I think it could be a good target for longs. I'm also going to mark this here as a 4 hour. That slip back means big W's. Yep, showing up for business today. See what the market gives me. Showing up for business, but who knows? That might mean not taking a trade or taking a loss or taking a win. Who knows? We'll see. I know that if I take a win, I'm going to try to make the best out of it. I'm going to try to hold it to where I think it is going to go. That's the goal for this week, is to hold on to the winners. If I think they're going to go somewhere, if I have an actual reason to think that way, then hold it to the target. Okay, I'm not seeing much on the 2 hour time frame. 1 hour. I'm down to the 1 hour time frame. And I mean, there's not much, but again, we had this 1 hour supply zone here yesterday that we broke past. It looks like we've been retesting it, and kind of bouncing off of it. Normally, like, I'd say that's bullish and stuff, but the opening could change everything. Also, on the bigger time frame, this area here looks like an area where it could reject. I could also see us going down from here. Especially, it looks like, yeah, support and resistance. That's really what it looks like. This area here was resistance before. We broke past it, it turned into support. And then we broke past it again, it turned into resistance. So I could see it turning into resistance today. But again, it's really up to how the market opens up. On the 90-minute time frame, this is a really clean 90-minute zone here. And I do like it. It's close to price. Not that close to price, but it's good enough. Okay, down to the 45-minute time frame. Don't see much. This is also a 45-minute demand zone. I'm not going to mark it since I already marked it with the 90-minute zone. And like this right here, it could be a 45-minute supply zone, but it's not, yeah, it's not good. Right now, what I'm really looking for is some type of zone that is above price. Which I'm not seeing. Yeah, like this could have been a really good 15-minute supply zone here, but the basing candle is just big. So I'm not sure if I should mark it. I'm gonna mark it just because the move down is clean. Am I gonna take a trade off of this zone? I mean, I'm not sure. If I do, I would need to see like a really good retest, a really good break and retest. Another 15-minute demand zone here that the market bounced off from recently. Okay. Down to the 10-minute time frame. Don't see much. I mean, at this point, the 10-minute time frame doesn't really matter. All right, well, on Nasdaq, honestly, I doesn't look good to me. For many reasons. I mean, reason number one is VWAP. We've been choppy on VWAP the whole night, so there's no direction. The zones around price aren't good. So honestly, I would really only look for a trade if it gets down here to this 90-minute demand zone, and I would take buys or longs off of it. The only thing with this zone is that it's 70 pints. What am I saying? 75 points away from price. It's not too far away, but we definitely need good volume for us to get down here. And then if we do get down here, then I would take buys or longs. Right, I would take buys if I see something like that. If I see it rejecting the zone. If I do take buys, I could target VWAP, but taking buys here would mean low volume to me. Taking a buy here would be me betting that the market is going back into the range. And honestly, this trade looks huge. In reality, though, it's pretty small. It's not that big of a trade. I mean, when you compare this move to yesterday's open, you know, it looks small. Here, though, it looks big. So we'll definitely need to see a lot of volume. What day is it? The 3rd. And there's no high impact news today. So like if market opens slow, it's not like we could be like, oh, maybe we can wait for 10 a.m. No, if the market opens up slow, it'll most likely stay slow. Another trade idea would be shorts below 875 or even shorts below 920. I mean, I think if price does get below this 920 area, I think it would be a good short. But if I take this short, then I would either close it out once it taps this 90 minute or expect us to break past it. If I miss out on that move, which I probably will, if it happens pretty quick and I miss it, then no worries. I would just wait for this 90-minute demand zone. And I would only take shorts if I see something like that. If I do take short, the goal is 100 points, which is this would be take profit 4. But I think I would only aim for this much if I see like really good volume. Other than that, I mean, I might just aim for a 1 to 2 and call it a day. But it really depends on this open. I also want to just double check really quick to see if I missed anything, because there's just not a lot today. Yeah, there's not a lot. Okay. Well, I guess this is it for NASDAQ. I don't know. Something, it usually looks better than this. This looks really clean for me. Too clean. I definitely want more zones. So let's look at US 30. I think US 30 looks a bit better. Okay, if we look at US 30 from yesterday's analysis, I guess we had this 4-hour supplies on here, and the market went long. We tapped into this 4-hour supply zone, and we've been rejecting it ever since, which for me, this looks really bearish. So I don't know. NASDAQ looks bullish. US 30 looks bearish. I don't know what's going on. I'm just waiting for the open. But yeah, just this reaction by itself to me seems pretty bearish. But I don't know. Let's reset everything and redo the zones. Yeah. Okay, boom. On the daily time frame, again, we have this daily demand zone, which I think eventually we should tap into. I just don't know when. 4-hour time frame, we have this 4-hour supply zone here, which I'm surprised I marked this 4-hour zone yesterday, because it did end up getting ran through over here. But as you can see, it had really good reactions recently. So for that reason, I'm going to keep it. On the 4-hour time frame, we have a really clean 4-hour demand zone that we created yesterday, which looks really good. I like when the market has good openings, because most of the time they create good supply and demand zones, which is good for me. This is also a 3-hour zone here. I mean, it's kind of pointless that I mark it, but fuck it. I'm still gonna mark it. On the 2-hour time frame, 3-hour time frame, we have this 3-hour supply zone here, which could be a really good target for longs. If I somehow end up taking longs, I think this would be a good target. And down to the 2-hour time frame, this is going to be tough because there's not going to be much zones, which is fine. But I hope that the zones that we do have are good enough. Down to the 1-hour time frame, don't see much. 90-minute time frame. On the 90-minute, I mean, I did see this. I wouldn't even call this a zone. But the reason I'm going to mark it out is just because price recently bounced off of it right there. But we're tapping into it right now. So it's like, if the market opens up and we've chopped through this zone, then to me, it's not going to be a good zone to take a trade off from. This also looks like a 90-minute supply zone here. It's funny because I'm low-key hoping the opposite things for US 30 and NASDAQ, which usually, I don't want to say it's a bad sign, but like usually it's not good if they're not doing kind of the same thing. I feel like it'll be choppy today. I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, I hope it's not choppy because that's not what I need. That's not what I like to trade. But I don't know. Nasdaq looks like it will be choppy. And then on US 30, I don't have much zones. Yeah. Another thing that might happen is like it might make a crazy move, and I honestly might miss it because I don't have a way of really entering into the trade. Well, I remember yesterday we had this, I think it's this one right here, this 30-minute demand zone. But like this is just way too far from price. So it's not that helpful. Also on US 30, what I see is a very clear pre-market range. Yeah, this one right here. So if it breaks out to the downside, I'm most likely gonna miss it because it looks like we're already pushing past this zone. If the market opens up and it's choppy around this area, I wouldn't want to trade around this area. So I don't know. I don't know. Other days it's like, it's very clear to me what zones I'm gonna take, but yeah, today on US 30, at this point it's gonna be all the way up here, which is it's not that far away. I mean, 140 points. If it gets up here, then I'll be way more confident in taking a trade. If it goes down, honestly, I'm just gonna have to watch it go down. And if it does go down, I don't see why it would stop on its way down, except for support and resistance. And then on NASDAQ, I'm hoping that it goes down. I'm hoping for the opposite thing, which is I'm hoping that it goes down to either this 15-minute demand zone or this 90-minute demand zone. Then from there, I'll take a trade. Well, I'm definitely not used to this. I definitely have more zones than today. So, I don't know. I'm not feeling too confident, not gonna lie. The only thing that would make me confident today in taking a trade is if it's a really strong open. That's literally the only thing. Cuz if it's a weak opening, then we'll most likely not touch up on my zones when I want to, which is the first 30 minutes. We'll see though. We'll see. You never know. Also, we have earnings. We have earnings tomorrow for So today we have earnings for AMD, which I know is part of Nasdaq. Tomorrow we have earnings for Google, right here, Alphabet, and I think CME Group is part of Nasdaq. It sounds like it's part of Nasdaq. I'm not 100% sure, but I know for sure Google is. And then on Thursday we have earnings for Amazon, which I think is number one. I think it's for sure tops on Nasdaq. So I could see that being a reason for the market being choppy. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, anyways, let me get back to this Support and resistance. Boom. Okay, okay. But yeah, I think if the markets are choppy today, definitely not going to trade it. And I do think it'll be because of earnings. I wouldn't be surprised. Someone asked, "Do you make mad money day trading?" Um, some months I make no money, but others I do make quite a bit. So it really depends on what month you're asking me. Damn, like I like how US 30 looks. I just don't have any good zones close to price, which sucks. But I do like how it looks. I like how it has this pre-market range here. I think it'd be easy to spot the breakout for sure. But again, I just don't have any zones. And like this zone right here that we're at right now, hopefully we don't really run through it like we're doing right now. I'm hoping that we bounce off of it pre-market, and then when the market opens up, let it do what it wants to do. Or another thing I could do is, which I've never done, is like place an order right as the market opens up. I could place an order like this. If it breaks this 5 minute wick here, obviously I think it'd be rejecting this area, so it would be a good buy. And then, oh my gosh, yeah, like this isn't just not it right here. This is only 100 points. This whole range here. And again, it looks huge, which it shouldn't look that big. Like if you compare 100 points yesterday, it'll look very tiny. Yeah, I don't know. It's not looking too good. But anyways, the trade idea would be something like this. No, it would be like this. Yeah, and then this would really just be me expecting price to come back into the range. But honestly, I think if that move does come in, I'll probably miss out on it, especially if this candle here closes out below 448. I'm not gonna want to take a trade around this area. I'm also thinking if this candle here does close below this 50% line, so below 449, I am pretty bearish. I think that would be the market breaking down to the downside. You know what? Let me actually double check if there's any zones on the smaller time frame. Never mind. There's literally not. Like I'm making up zones here. I shouldn't do that. Yeah. Like this could, I would count this as a 5 minute zone, but I'm not gonna trade a 5 minute zone. I just know I'm not. I'll mark it down though. Okay, let's do support resistance on NASDAQ really quick. We got 5 more minutes for market to open. And again, what I want to see for this market open is on NASDAQ specifically, I do want to see it move down to 884. It's not because I think it'll go down there. I'm just hoping it'll go down there so I could take a trade. because if market moves up and we just rip right through these highs, the only way I would catch that trade is if I take a trade off of this 15-minute zone, which I could, but I don't like the zone. It's not a good zone, honestly. If you guys hear snoring, it's the Chihuahua. He's been sleeping all morning and he's still tired. Okay, I think this is good enough. I'll mark all the way up here in case we do have another bullish day. But honestly, I think the 4 hour time frame looks a bit oversold. Or sorry, overbought. That reminds me of the RSI. I like checking the RSI sometimes. I do like the RSI. It's not like I use it to trade. It's just I like to see if it says it's overbought or oversold on the bigger time frames. Which I don't know, if you look at the 4 hour time frame, I mean, we had a crazy move up and then it just kind of slowed down. So, are we going to keep pushing up or is it going to have a pullback? Let's see. Oh, damn. It's not even that overbought. I yeah, no, it's not. This shit could still come up way higher. At least that's what the RSI is saying. But we'll see. Damn, look at US 30 melting down. I think if the 925 candle is volatile on US 30, you'll have a really clean open. So we'll see. I definitely want to see a change in price action once the market opens up. So if you look at NASDAQ, we've been chopping up at VWAP. The candlesticks on the 5 minute time frame are very small, most of them, with a lot of wicks, which nasty price action. I do want to see that change. I definitely don't want to trade price if it stays the same. I guess the good thing is that NASDAQ is going to open up not too close to VWAP. Or it looks, I don't know. It looks like it's not that close, but it kind of is. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see this open. Five seconds. Okay, I was gonna say that Nasdaq moving down is good because we're about to tap this 90-minute zone, which is what I wanted. So let's see if we really get down here. Looks like US 30 just tapped VWAP, so we'll see if it actually goes through VWAP or if it's just kind of retesting it. Same thing with Nasdaq. If Nasdaq touches up on VWAP, I'm gonna want to see a clean reaction off of it. I'm not gonna want to see it stalling around that area. Okay, I'm looking at US 30 now on the 1 minute time frame. Nasty open. We'll see how it closes. Like I'm gonna focus on the trade. But I literally said I was gonna place a order for a buy here. I was thinking about it and the trade fucking happened. Oh my god. Yo, I'm not kidding. Like I back tested NFP week last month. Same trade happened. And the only way I would have caught it last week is if I placed the order. Which is why I said it this morning. I was like, the only way I'm going to catch it is if I place the order. But, like, I've never done that. Damn. Okay, NASDAQ tapped into the 90-minute zone. I like that. We'll see how this 1 minute candle closes. NASDAQ so far is kind of rejecting this area here. I won't go long unless it breaks above 903. Whoops. And then I'll only short this if it closes below 875. Which it might do. But we'll see. 30 more seconds. Okay, it closed below 50%, so this looks bearish. I just want a retest now. A retest of the zone. Which we might not get, not gonna lie. Okay. Okay, here's the retest of the zone. I don't want to see it close above 875. I want to see it stay below. And it didn't do that. Now it's back above 50%. So I would take a long if it gets above 887. Yeah, I'm gonna buy here. I'm gonna put my stop loss at 64. 63. Okay, I got stopped out of that. So I'm gonna chill out. I don't like the price action just yet. So far, I mean, it looks like a fake out for the longs. It does look like a retest. If it breaks this low, then I'll go short. All right, I'm gonna short there with 100 tick stop. I mean, honestly, I think it could go all the way down to 360. So I don't have any zones except this 4 hour zone down here. But I'm gonna double check on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, I don't know. I think this has a lot of downside potential. I'm gonna try to target 520 ticks. Honestly, I could target all the way down here to 368, but I'm trying to see what happens. It's kind of strange because US 30 and NASDAQ are doing the opposite thing, you know? Usually, looking at the other one makes me more confident in the trade, but they're doing the opposite thing, so just kind of got to focus on NASDAQ. I'm also going to go break even here. We did hit a 1 to 2, so I'm going to go break even. We got 3 more minutes for the 15-minute candle to close. And so far the opening range is pretty big. So I would say like there's really good volume today on Nasdaq and US 30. Usually I would target the next zone, and like usually the next zone is not this far away. But in today's case, the next zone is all the way down here at 360. So I do think my TP is fine. Holy. I'm going to put my stop at 809. What is going on? We might see a pullback pretty soon. All right, 15 more seconds for the opening range to close. So that's why I said we might see a nasty pullback soon, which I don't want to see. I really don't, but definitely a nasty pullback could happen. US 30 is going down so far. Looks like it rejected this 3 hour supply zone. I was gonna say like I'll put the stops back to break even, but I don't know if I put the stops to break even, I might as well get stopped out. So it's just like I'm just gonna leave this stop where it is in profit. I still I still think this shit about to go down. I really do. I won't go back in short though, unless nothing. Unless nothing. I mean unless it retests this area here, but fuck. Damn. I don't know. That wasn't good. Not gonna lie. Like I was up a good amount and I was this close to TP. This close to TP. I don't know. I don't know. Like I need to rewatch myself cuz what the hell am I doing? Oh my god. And then yeah. I don't know. I think it has so much downside potential, which is like why I wanted it to leave it at break even. But I knew the stop loss at break even didn't make much sense. But oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I was up a good amount, and I don't know. The background noise. Honestly, I wouldn't even count that as a win. Cause what am I doing? I just like I sold myself. That's the way I see it. I don't know. Like I don't know what to say. It's like it's just a stupid mistake. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I was okay, so I was this close to hitting TP, like literally this close. And I was like, okay, like we're good. And then it started pulling back, and like what? I don't get it. What am I doing? I want to take short right now. That's how I'm feeling. Like I think this has crazy downside potential. that I'm willing to like risk it for the biscuit. But at the same time, it's just like that'll be stupid of me, honestly. It'll be a very risky trade. I had the trade right there. Don't. I think I don't know. And like it hits more because if I hit that full TP, like that 40K payout is mine. That's why it hits hard. Damn. It's a couple mistakes though, for sure. Yeah, I mean, first of all, I mean, I should have trailed it. It's crazy too because I got stopped, and then of course, so the ticket goes back down. But I mean, this is literally a mistake I did. What last week? I trailed it too tight, and I was like, I should have trailed on the 5 minute time frame, which like I was doing, but I was doing it the fucking wrong way. What the hell am I doing? I don't know, fucking rookie mistake. Like even right now, like I was short still. I think it'll go down to 360. But it's just like I don't know if I short it now. It's this fucking move already happened. I mean, this would just be me FOMOing into a trade, which could pay off, but I don't know. Yeah, it hurts because it's like I don't know. I feel I don't know. I don't know. Like I feel like I should risk it, but it's like and I would only risk it because I do think it'll go down here. But it's just like, I don't know. Okay, 10 a.m. I don't know. I'm definitely. I don't even know the word. I'm upset for sure at myself because that was a rookie mistake. Like, mistake I've done too many times. Too many times. If you see an A plus setup, I know I won't see an A plus setup. I mean, you know what? Like technically, no, technically it already happened. This would be a continuation trade. But for me to take a continuation trade, I mean, there has to be some sort of pullback, some sort of retest. maybe of a white line, but right now it's just going straight down. So, and I literally said it. I was like, "Oh, like this has so much downside potential," and like I chickened out. I didn't even chicken out. I just fucking tried it too tight. Like a mistake I've done over and over the past 2 3 weeks. No, I'd say the past week. 'Cause just recently, I could hold trades longer, but if it breaks the lows, I'm gonna short it. I'm gonna have a tight stop loss at 608. I'm calling it a day. Fuck that. I'm not messing around. I already like broke a rule there. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't even feel like chit chatting, so too many too many mistakes today. At this point, it's just like too emotional for sure.